Hey, Todd Pink Eye here. We're gonna do Crisp Spring Lake by Alison McCrink. Here it is. Hopefully you saw that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with the background, base coat. Maybe over here is a little better. Okay, cool. That's working, sort of. It's a little tilted down a little. There's something happening. There we go. Okay. There we go. So we got some white and some custom-made colors here. This is phthalo, that's yellow. That's a turquoise, and that's phthalo with a little bit of black. So for the background to start, I'm gonna go super fast, I think, for me. Will probably seem super slow to everyone else. That's okay. Here we go. So we start with that dark blue. It's phthalo with a bit of black. And we're just going to make a very thin horizon line here. And I leave a little space on either side. Okay, cool, that looks pretty flat. And now I'm just gonna make a little hump like this. And a little hump below too. Just spreading out that paint. Okay, now we're gonna get into our first technique, which is using some white and brushing it on here. This is our little practice area. See, I'm getting a little bit of color in there. I'll paint my edges with this too. All we're going to do is practice blending these colors with white and making a nice wispy sky effect. The key is to not have too much paint. You don't want to use a ton of paint. And you want to also let it almost dry a little, let it air, shall we say. And then you come in with your white, okay, pure white. And I dance around the color at first, because I don't want to pick it up. And you can see you can do little X's. The old Bob Ross method. Little X's. See, my island's going to be right here. So this is free game. This is practice round. This is where you get to play and just get some white on. A little bit of that color. See how you like it. If you feel like, oh, you know what, it needs more blue, add more phthalo. If it needs to be darker, maybe add a little more black. Let's get a little more white over here. So we just want to let this separate a bit. We don't want all one color. So I go real quick. Okay, now got some white off there. Now we introduce some of the darker color. So we've got some dark sky here. Then we've got a little bit more through here. shuffling the canvas in a few different directions, you get this nice stormy look. The more you go over it, the more it becomes one color, one direction. So you got to find the happy sort of medium. Don't worry if you go over your island a little or over the horizon line. We're going to bring this all back. I like to get right to the horizon line, and I can bring the white back on top. And we'll add a little bit more dark into here. This is without any white on this time, so this you have to move a little faster. But I'm just having fun. That's the thing, you know, you can think, oh, you start overthinking it, and it just takes forever. It becomes frustrating. Ooh. Careful when you load up with paint and then go to the edge of the canvas, you'll flick paint everywhere. Oh yeah, we need a lot more white up here. So now when you want to get a real solid bit of white, clean your brush off. And remember, this is the first coat. We can go back and add more too. So I'm near the edge of the canvas. I want to be careful not to flick paint all over, even though my floor is completely covered in paint splatters already. That's just warning you. Okay, we're gonna let that dry, and we'll do the bottom part. So now you're kind of getting a squished version of what's above, and in reverse, like a mirror image. So So you're gonna start with some white here where you need it. You know, you just gotta have a little bit in there, down through here, a little bit over here. And I just spread it around, whatever. Doesn't really matter. And always adjust. Rinse. And we'll do a little bit through here. So now what I'm doing is totally getting lost in my work, in the joy that I take in this. Sometimes you get lost in it. I'm just hitting this again because it's starting to dry and it's getting right to that special spot where it'll smooth out nicely. Done what I can. I'll do one more little bit here. See, the brush is kind of wet too, so that's going to reactivate stuff that's a little bit dry and allow you really to get a nice wispy kind of finish. There we go. Now let's go back to the bottom. There's the sky and the reflection. So the reflection, I do use a few little X strokes like the sky, but I finish horizontal because it's got to have that watery reflection look. And I even put a couple darker highlights in here just for fun, right under the island, close to the bottom of the island. That just makes it look like the island's starting to reflect. I'm just playing around, you know, having fun with it. Try things out. You can see it'll dry, and if you don't like it, you paint over it. No big deal. You just paint. Okay, let's get ready for the next part. Here we go.